Hey, it's me, your favorite developer here. I did a lot, and I'm gonna make a new video. So obviously, I didn't actually update you guys when I made the last update, and you may be thinking that I've done like I've done with all my other projects and just canceled it. That's not true. Please don't think that. I'm changing. I'm a better person now. Okay. So the first thing I want to showcase that's already out is the tutorial update. Not the tree though. The tree's not out. I just changed that. You can hear the crickets and stuff that you hear out when you go outside. I know y'all wouldn't know about that. I think the textures might have been updated. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Also here, as soon as he pops down here, a new
with
thing
how
of
to
music.
fight. I suppose I have time to educate you. Behold, your new god. There is no mercy in this world, and I will not treat you like a child. I hope you can live up to my standards.
So this soundtrack right here wasn't actually made by the sound guy Beamed. It was made by me because I did what's called getting good. Okay, so what used to happen with the coin mechanic is, even I would abuse this. You could just do this. You throw it up and immediately shoot it. Just like that. Because it was primed at its terminal velocity. But I've realized that that was stupid. And what I've done instead is put it on a timer that's constant, instead of trying to do crazy math. So it has a timer now, and it primes after a certain amount of time. And it is consistent no matter which way you throw it. So you throw it like that. So you can actually get good at it. And you can't just spam it anymore. Now, this isn't actually that big of an update, but if you might have noticed, this guy right here, he has, there's actually two things that he adds to the game. He shakes, which is a setting in the enemy script, which is shake violently. There's also another setting in here that, gives him an ambient sound, which is in here. All enemies are now capable of having an ambient sound. I'm not sure whether you have to turn it on or not. I don't remember. No, I don't think you have to turn it on. I think you just have to reference it. Yeah, right here, ambient sound. Which means, if you just walk near him, it's totally not working right now because it isn't spawned in, and it doesn't work unless it's spawned in. But, it works in-game. You can just go test it out. Now, you may also think in this level that, oh my god, this is a brand new type of enemy, and this has to have been added with a completely different script, right? Well, you'd be wrong. This is still just using the plain old enemy script. It is, however, of course, I did have to add in, the uses a freaking gun mechanic. It is considered a boss fight, which is something I'll get into in a minute. In like, yeah. I mean, I guess I might as well say it right now. This person right here, it was originally to fix a bug that happened with the red guy boss fight. It was the jet that got the chip. When you hit a checkpoint, because it wasn't saved, it would just destroy itself when you died because it had no save to go back to, so it just deleted itself. That's how the checkpoints work. I have a tick mark right here that disables that. So it doesn't destroy. It still does revert back to all of its settings if it does have that because of a checkpoint, but it doesn't let itself die, or get destroyed rather, the object get destroyed. So this little tick mark helps a lot with boss fights. Now, unless you're magical, in order to beat this boss fight, you actually have to use R, and you have to reflect the shot back at the turret. If you didn't figure that out and you still beat the boss fight, how? Anyway, yeah, that's how you beat the boss fight. It's really easy to code. It's just when it shoots you, if you have that enabled, which, yeah, super easy. Now, you may actually already see this right here. If I unpause the game and go back to the scene, you can move the TV, and it has Kinematics, or what is it called? Kinematics, yeah. This isn't very visible in the boss fight, because it's very, not... I mean, I really didn't have to add this. I could have just animated it, but, it's cool, and if I ever need to do something like this again, then I can just do it. Oh, and it's This next one really easy. Cassette players. I added it for secrets, but in the new chapter, I'm actually just using them. It's you hit it and it plays a sound. It's really not that hard. It's got a whole bunch of settings on the sound, but it's not hard at all. In this level, we got some new breakable blocks. We just got the glass and these thingies right here, the pedestals. They were really not that hard to copy. You literally just change the texture and keep the script. And this one, I just had to remake the box collider, but it's the easiest thing ever. It even uses the same sound. It's not that hard. Alright, so now we're on the section where we talk about the stuff that is not currently out yet, that I did very recently, that isn't in the update that's already out. So, like, the stuff you see from now on is not gonna be, in the game. If you download the update, none of this is gonna happen. So, a big bug that has happened a lot. When you super dash, the camera just completely doesn't catch up with you. It does now. And it's super smooth. You don't even notice it, but it just speeds up a little bit if the camera's too far away. So as you can see, no matter how fast you're going, the camera will still catch up with you. Another big thing I added is the pulse chip being used way faster. As it stands, the pulse chip really didn't have a purpose and wasn't great, which is actually why I added the turret in one of those levels. But I realized that in order to make it actually useful, I could just make it spammable to make it more of like a melee attack. So you could spam it a little bit. This is as fast as you can go. So something that wasn't in the game before is the tree. Well, it was in the game before, but it looked really bad. I just used the dirt blocks basically to build it up. But instead, Awesome GG for Life made a texture for it. It looks incredible. It's awesome. I'm so thankful for her. Now for this next part, I'm gonna hop into one of the new levels. Of course, I can't show the entire thing, but you guys probably don't know about this, but animating in Unity takes a little bit of work. You have to make an animation object. You have to make an animation controller. All of those have to be stored right here. Then you upload it to the thing, and then you create the animation. Instead, for just simple animations, for things like this elevator right here, we have, I made my own script for it. And something that just got added, it isn't in the game yet, of course, is one timer, where you can just trigger the animation. Before, it's just a loop. Like, no, it's not gonna work. But if that was to be off, it would just constantly run the animation over and over and over and over again. But if I leave it on one timer, then you can trigger it by referencing it and then telling it to just play the animation, which it's not that big of a change. I guess the next thing leads into the next thing. A new exit type for the next levels is the elevator. This is how you exit the levels in the next chapter instead of the normal transporter. Just because of, I can't really go into much detail as to why, but yeah. Just opens it up. You have to have this right here, of course. And you go in there. Oh, by the way, trash can. Yeah, trash can. Okay, so this next part is going to be about stuff that isn't done yet. It's both not in the game and not done yet. We have this new chip right here. I can't explain what it does or what it's called or anything, but there's a new chip. Yeah, it's getting worked on. Doesn't have any functionality at all yet. The secret level that I promised that would come before, the next chapter, not done yet. There's also more secret levels I have to create, but yeah, they're not done yet at all. Well, I mean, one of them's pretty much done, but I don't want to explain it because it'll give too much away. Kind of thing I wanted to showcase that isn't fully done yet, it's only done for this level, is some new decoration that Gigi sent me over for the new chapter, or not the new chapter, the old chapter.
That isn't right.
Nice.
There's not
Makes it
supposed
look
to be
way
any
better,
enemies
way
up
more,
here.
Full. Yeah, it's everything I could think that happened in the most recent update. So, yeah, Coiner. Hey, editing triangle right here. Just a reminder, the game's completely free. You may not think that with how much work I put into it, but it's free. It's literally, it's not that big even. It's not like those games that are 100 gigabytes. It's free. It's small. Just play the game real fast. It's not that long. It's not that hard. Just go ahead and play the game. No reason not to. You watched this whole video. Lazy. Haha, lazy. not by game lazy person.